Oh, that's weird. Let's get rid of that. Well, that kind of messed up my intro, though. Hello, Vicarious Mercenaries, Proxy Ninjas, and of course our EMP shock troops at home and abroad. Welcome to the Rec Room. Hope you're doing well. We're actually getting back in action since the weekend. And of course, now that I had that goof up, I'm going to resituate everything else here. So, anyway. Yeah, it's a Monday. I guess things are prone to happen, are they not? So, if you are new to the Rec Room, this is the coolest corner of the internet where you get the rundown on what's going on here with Enforcer Media Productions, whether that be project updates or creative insights, and you get the breakdown on what makes our favorite franchise a tick in the form of long-running video game deep dives and the commentary to go along with it. And yeah, so you have a lot to pick from out there. So thank you for joining us. The reason we're doing this is to make connections with everybody who's got same kind of interests, because we're working on our own franchise here called the Firewall Protocol Saga, which is currently available on Amazon. It's called Ascendant Chaos, and that's over there in paperback, Kindle, and Kindle Unlimited format. So we're currently on Odysee, Twitch, and YouTube. So feel free to lurk, chat, or comment at your leisure. And of course, we've already got somebody diving in. And yes, long time no see. Thank you for the new follow, which I was going to have to ask you because I recognized the new account name. So hello, the Ghost of War Pigs is back from hiatus. So yeah, I meant to ask you since did you have some shenanigans with your prior account? But either way, whatever's going on, good to have you back. It has been a while, so hope you're doing well. We've just been plugging along in some of our mech-heavy kind of content here, so hasn't been anything too earth-shattering in the last, couple weeks, couple months. So yeah, trying to make the rounds here. Thank you for the, everybody's been keeping tabs on everything on Odysee. We're still, plugging away, with a couple episodes a week. We've been able to average, above 100 views each. So that's great. Thank you very much for that. And of course, as mentioned, thank you for our new, aka returning follow over on Twitch. So it's been a while since Twitch has been on the board, but glad to see that people are still hanging in on our Twitch side. And YouTube been kind of quiet, and I know I have not done any kind of unboxing videos or anything, so there's not too much to speak of there. And I know I need to try to get some done, but unboxing video has been pretty low priority compared to everything else going on. And then as far as project updates, what's been going on? So I was very bad. I misbehaved last week. I did not get any writing done for a better part of a week. I think there was just other shenanigans going on, and I think I was probably more focused on trying to get some 3D stuff in what little time I did have. But I can say that as of today, I'm back on that hamster wheel anyway to get some writing done. I finished up that one section for Subterra that I was talking about. I still have another action-oriented sequence to do for them, and then I know we still got some naval combat. Well, there's no naval combat quite so much in the second book, but there is a familiar fleet that was in the first book, which has an appearance for reasons unexplained until you get into it, which it's kind of hard to explain. Like, why would you have a naval fleet without having a naval combat? Well, it's because at least the characters are present. The fleet is present, but there's an event that occurs that prevents it from being a naval battle. So I know that's a bit cryptic, but there's that kind of fun stuff that goes on in there. So what else has been going on project-wise? I have a new idea. You know what? I've got to start getting some lower-cost items at shows. And I've got this massive library of 3D assets, and I'm kind of thinking, you know what? I need to start working on some more stickers. I haven't built any or made any yet for, like, EMP logos and stuff, but I've actually got some other stuff that might start catering to perhaps younger audiences. I've got all these, like, plushy animal kind of things, and I'm like, it would be absolutely ridiculously easy to make them. It's just the time and cost to do so. I mean, but compared to the elaborate scenes I do, like even for the things for the overlays here, I could probably kick some out in much shorter time than some of those projects. So there is a I think that we're going to be at the show at the Fort Gratiot Hobby Market coming up in a couple weeks. That should be the 30th, which is the weekend after Labor Day. I'll get things updated once I have that confirmed, but that's been another thing dragging feet on. War Pig says procrastination, the bane of all hobbies. Yes, 100%. So, and then on the pop culture side, I've been talking with friends about the Mortal Kombat 2 movie. Have not seen it yet. I've been on the fence. I did watch the first one a couple weeks ago. I was not impressed. I mean, I guess I'll table that for when I finally get into some, martial arts stuff, but there has not been a whole lot of interest. I think I mentioned last week that Katsuhiro Harada ended up over VS Studio for SNK. I don't know what that means, but that would be interesting if he brought his fighting capacity over to the SNK side. And actually, while talking about theaters for the Mortal Kombat thing, I've noticed that AMC is actually closing a ton of theaters, which I'm not surprised. Most of our AMCs in our area have been a dump for the last 5 to 10 years compared to some of our other local brands, which, kind of goes without saying. So, movie-wise, I finally watched that, at least the first season of that popular show, which involves fight to the death for large amounts of money. And I'm not going to get too much into detail, but I guess I didn't get caught up in all the hype. And I think there's at least been a second, if not third season. I don't know if I'm motivated to keep going on that, but I kind of watched that out of curiosity. Finished watching Attack on Titan's second half again. Hadn't touched that since they came out. And I'm kind of looking ahead. Anime is not looking too positive for the summer quarter. Everything's been finished. My Hero is done. Fire Force is done. Demon Slayer's got such long gaps because of the movies, and then so I'm gonna find some new things or just start rewatching some more stuff. So that's kind of what the current slate of consumption is these days. Of course, and then we've got very mech heavy slate because I haven't been able to stream quite as much. So we are on our usual Metal Monday, MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. Of course, we got Metal Marines. So we got M's all over the place, all involving mecha stuff. So Metal Marines is on Thursdays right now, trying to get some other things in rotation here. But yeah, let's get going, and Warpigs we'll do some catching up here. So currently we're on season 2, episode 34, which is called Quest Culling, because I know we've got to get some of these quests done before the Shadow of Kerensky stuff kicks in. The interesting thing is, it did look a little bit more into the Chaos Reigns DLC. That will be out the 24th. Speaking of DLC, I remembered one other thing. I'll talk about that as this is booting up. So that does have 3 multi-mission quest lines, along with the host of other things, and including like power armor and stuff. So I'm curious to see how these extra enemy vehicles are going to factor in. So I'm still looking forward to even the next DLC. I think this is going to be DLC number 9. Or is it 8? Number 8? I don't know. I can't keep track. But either way, we got more DLC coming to be next week. But we will not have finished Shadow of Kerensky by that time. So we'll have to see how that plays for timing. Yeah, but at least if we get most of it done, though, maybe we'll take a break from MechWarrior and get something else in rotation, and then see if they have another DLC toward the end of the year. Because it's interesting. We only get about a few episodes in between. So, Warpigs is asking about the new movie. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I was not really impressed with the first one, so I've been really on the fence. I mean, I was such a diehard MK person, and to this day, I still really like the originals. I mean, Mortal Kombat 1 was okay. Annihilation, I loved its soundtrack, but it was so campy. But I'm looking more forward to Street Fighter. As goofy as that looks, even. So I have not seen it, and that's why my friend was asking about it. And like, well, if you twist my arm hard enough, or if people want to go, I'll go watch it, because now that I have seen the first one of this reboot, but some of the stuff they chose was so goofy, of like the characters getting their abilities only if they're born with it or if they kill somebody who has one. I think the most optimistic and disappointing things at the same time are the fact that they've brought in other characters which are critical or are more obscure. Like, okay, they always have your Scorpion and Sub-Zero and Sonya and Jax, but they brought in all the other side characters, but they made them so cheesy and goofy. I'm like Reiko. Oh my goodness, having Nathan Jones play Reiko, just the absolute meathead he plays in every role in a fighting movie. And it's like, Reiko's a cool character, and that they made him a complete dork. So I would expect, if that's the direction of the second movie, I'm not sure what to expect. So it's more Hollywood movie, less the fan love letter like other adaptations. Yeah, that totally makes sense. So I take it you've watched it already. See, and that's where I'm kind of a little bit more optimistic about Street Fighter, because Street Fighter, at least, even if it's still going to be goofy, they have intentionally brought things in that were like what people want to see, like doing very exact special moves or having very exact costumes. Like, there's some minor variation, like Chun-Li's costume is not exact, but you can tell it's much closer than what they did with the Street Fighter movie in the 90s. Chun-Li was a news reporter, and she was wearing red. That's not her default costume, but at least with what they're doing with the new Chun-Li, we don't know what her role is, but her costume looks pretty close. So, same thing with Guile. I mean, Guile, the fact that they went out and got his hair cut to work, and he actually does a normal flash kick, unlike Jean-Claude, who has no long hair, no hairstyle, and couldn't actually do the flash kick, or at least they didn't choreograph it as such with whoever they had for a stunt double. So there's certain things that I think have at least a little more effort, even though that they're not necessarily as accurate. But yeah, that's the danger of so much with Hollywood stuff. That's why I have maybe watched 1 or 2 movies in theater a year anymore, if that. Because I think last year was... the only thing I saw last year was Primitive War and Ares, because family was in town, they wanted to go see something. And that Tron Ares was just... I don't have the words to express for that. So, okay, so before I want to try to catch up on you with Super Robot Wars and stuff or anything going on, so here we are in the middle of the boonies probably. Got to find some quests. I know we kind of finish up some split pattern stuff here recently, a couple episodes ago. There's another quest I can't find, but if we're going to go for low-lying difficulty first, I think maybe one of these might be the choice, or maybe this was the multi-part one. Yeah, we finished up like the 4-part one, The Will of Kali, and that was long, and it has the extra side thing next to it. Oh, we also picked up the treasure hunting thing. You know what? Let's go over here. Let's go do the treasure hunting and do all that kind of stuff, because we're definitely behind on that on the job board, so we'll start with that. So, in the meantime, so Warpigs, are you still working on Robot Wars, or taking a break? I know you said it was going to be quite the long slog there. So, anything else you've been playing as an alternative, or still working on things like that? Let's see. Are my mechs repaired? My mechs are mostly repaired. And we're back down to 2.6. We're at 160 million, so we've spent 50 million over the course of our last round of shenanigans. Several episodes. No other hero mechs, so we'll start maybe over here. The enemy of my enemy. Alright, this guy's got one of the cool ones. He's kind of got like aviator glasses for space. So this is another one where that's like, hey, we're only giving you 290, but there better be some decent payout on the other hand. Well, the Great House of Liao and Merrick. Enemy of my enemy, whatever, blah, blah, blah. House Merrick's intelligence apparatus unearthed a plot where a clandestine diving strike force, blah, 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 blah. I never read this stuff. Destroy the strike force. Okay, that's all you're asking us to do? No problem. Is that at this location? It looks like it is. But sometimes I don't know that they necessarily throw these things in here. I kind of want to do a regular mission first to get some of the stuff to show up. So we got a battlefield contract, an assassination contract. Let's try an assassination one here. Let's see if that's going on. Alright, so let's get a new episode save going. Sure, we're running out of room anyway. Let's go delete. Alright, there we go. Fujidera. So 34. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, 25%. Bonus. It's assassination. Shouldn't need much more than that. You know what? We could finally run around with the X1. Do some machine gun ripping. Guess that's okay on cash.
Mind the weather, Commander. It'll compromise your visibility.
Mind the weather, she says. You know, we're going to start on our weather. How we just like this yo-yo bef cold weather back into got to turn the air conditioning on. What's that mess all about? All right. That's a 90. And he's got an 80, so let's bring him down to... Nope, not that. Here, you can have the specialty safety warhammer. It's just like a road crew worker. Okay. Here we go. Welcome to your weekly dose of bright neon light explosions.
Our targets have given our employer nothing but problems. We have been hired as a solution. Find them and put them down for good. We'll be on standby to evac you once the job is done.
Well, why don't you evac me before the job is done? Do we still get paid? There we go, look at that. 8 machine guns at a time. Love it. And got jump jets, which I missed the first go around. Oh yeah. Mobile and dangerous. So one of the things I was kind of looking at some of the lore here while I was looking at the description for the new content, it kind of strikes me as the timelines for MechWarrior 5 Clans, that game, and this one are kind of in parallel. Again, because I don't know the franchise well enough, I don't understand what the difference is, but, I mean, I understand there's two kind of opposing branches, or worldviews, I don't know, but it kind of referenced that the inner sphere won the conflict that was part of the DLC of Clans, and it's kind of interesting how this content kind of coincides with some of that. So anyway, I'll limit my board diving here once if it's 80 rounds to the face, does it still count as a headshot? Crossfiring in every direction. Alright. Let's go this way.
I'm showing nothing on scopes that can be identified as our targets.
You don't say.
To the next nav point.
New target, Blackjack.
What do you hit me with?
Walk on up to the treasure to pick it up. Excellent lucky shot. That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operation.
Speaking of nostalgia stuff, via like Metal Brains or whatever, it's kind of like I'm trying to remember what other games that I played back in that era that were not already, you know, still part of the greater, you know, Nintendo-verse, which has probably seen remakes and stuff. And I think one of them was like Looney Tunes Basketball, and I'm like, oh, well, you know what? They have done some Looney Tunes games, but I'm like, I don't know if I'd hold my attention long enough like they would have when I was younger. Those are kind of the equivalent of party games, like, you know, Mario Kart and stuff. Not something I would chase challenges and completion for. Oh, we got company. Got a knuckle dragger and a spider. Drop. One thing that they're supposed to also fix is the ability when you jump jet, like more than just up and down. So I'm kind of curious to see how that changes gameplay. Save my bullets.
Ooh, that hostile
I had to go all the way around this canyon wall. So, Super Robot Wars released another DLC with some more niche mecha than ever. Really, the stuff you weren't aware of? Yeah. Most of them pretty obscure to me, but, so did you dive into it, or are you, like, concerned about the slog with, like, you ran into the other DLC? Alright, was that an Atlas? No, it's a Battlemaster. Let's see what we pulled out here. Ooh, got him. Got me my upgraded machine guns. That's one. Oh, my arm's about to go. There's one of my machine guns. I think I got 3s on this, so I don't think I'm as concerned about losing these. Alright, well, I'm down 2. This is not one of the primaries. But it's in the way. That hurt. So the good thing is we have to run a circle around these guys. Except I can't navigate. Oh no! Fell into the canyon. Do not chase me, bots. Oh, they're going to.
Target is done.
Not good. Surprised to see me again.
Destroyed.
3 out of 4 was the only one. The longbow. Barrel shoulders. I got him. I'm hurting. So no, there's only one machine that was into it. It didn't want to drop another 30. Yeah, 30's pretty beefy for a DLC campaign. I think even these, which had a lot of content, are still only about 25 apiece. I mean, I don't know how that handles it, because if you're doing other campaigns or if you're able to use the missions or the mechs elsewhere, but at least most of the things that go into the DLC are usable almost throughout the rest of the game, other than like the story quests and stuff. Ammo explosion. Oh, there goes my leg. So I am now running still at 100, almost 100 clicks on one leg. Ah, stop it. I lost another machine gun out of that, so... Alright. Oh, my acceleration's toast, though. Problem is, I got all these canyons to navigate to get back to the drop point. Oh, and it didn't say anything about the, that pickup item I need. So even if I go down here, I'll still be stuck in the canyon. I'm going over the wall. Oh, now they're advertising AI bots. That's interesting. Or for viewers. Yeah, apparently they finally had to start changing bots up. So you can use the mechs universally, but it's unlocked for potential. You have to play the Nightmares DLC missions. Ooh, yeah. That's a little frustrating. Ooh, I've lost 4. 4 machine guns down. Rihanna, your parking job sucks. Alright, we're gonna take it this way. There's my jump jet here. And go. Wow, that was kind of costly. Alright, we got some other people hanging out, so welcome for those of you who are joining. That's interesting. So we got 3mm burst laser, small laser. Nothing I can pick up here other than, well, a blackjack, a panther, and something else. A spider. Nah. Yep, all garbage here. Totally waiting to sell stuff until the new features come out in the new one, which finally, 9 DLCs later, we're going to finally fix that. Alright, we'll take another blackjack and some garbage. Of course, I got the fire starter destroyed. Alright, didn't find the item of choice. So half the time it's not even, it's just debuff all your units for units locking your weapons. Huh. So enemies have either a lot of health or attack and the turn limit. Ugh. Well. It reminded me that it is turn-based, right? Or so if it is turn-based with a turn limit, so you can, I mean, in other words, you have to be able to execute within a certain number of plays. That ugh. Yikes. Going back to turn-based, man, I was... Okay, Odyssee's back. YouTube's back. Twitch is back. Okay. Of course, I gotta make sure I pause Twitch because Twitch always wants to reload itself. Well, that's unfortunate. It means it's going to be a short stream tonight because that means I only have another 59 minutes before it does it again. I mean, there shouldn't be stressing anything out here, so it's got to be my internet again. Every so many weeks it wants to take a deuce. Okay, well, everything's green again, but I gotta make sure I'm done here by 58 minutes according to the Twitch clock. Unfortunate. Let me, save here. The good thing is Odyssee's been doing upgrades, so I can still at least not have to worry about stitching files back together. Okay. Well, that was not very productive in terms of finding the object. I mean, we can try the assassination one here. That was actually, I mean, we already... Oof, I did the easier one and still got the other thing shredded. Let's go up here, see if we can find a hero mech. An elite pilot, eh? Alright, so... barely breaking even on the fuel here. So elite pilot, but nothing else. Alright, I need a destruction mission here. There we go. There's a demolition contract. We'll try that. Demolition for 58. And it's not saying on... Oh, you know what? The other one had it highlighted. So I'm guessing that because it's not highlighted, it's probably not going to have... it's not going to have the item in question. Alright, we'll wait 13 days. aka 3 seconds.
forward operating base at the marked nav point.
Alright, so
Prepare
this
for a
is...
fight, Commander. But remember, the primary objective remains the destruction of the base itself.
No, that's not going to take long.
Target acquired.
That target's a heap.
Target identified. Bring it down. Leave nothing left for them to salvage.
Alright, let's see how long this takes.
They're operating at reduced efficiency. Keep on smashing.
I also want to see how the night vision improvements look in the new patch. It's hard to believe some of these things, it's like, I know priority takes time to develop stuff, but some of the things like quality of life wise seem like they could have happened a little earlier. I'm impressed when they finally get some of these lingering bugs fixed. Sounds kind of obvious. Oh no, the enemy's using electronic warfare to disconnect the stream. Yeah, this is a very meta game, you know. Signal interference, comm disruption, it all counts.
Target acquired.
This is a big one.
This area is on its last legs, Commander. Just one
Yeah, this thing can totally take out big stuff. At least with the game's present AI NPC difficulty.
New target hunchback.
It's not like I picked up the salvage and taken anyone with me.
Target acquired. Incoming missile.
mission complete, Commander. I expect our employer to be very satisfied with this result. Head to the eval point for extraction.
Alright, let's get out of here. I guess I better try to take on that other quest before disconnect time.
Stand by for pickup, Commander. Welcome home.
New target flee.
New target, flee. Fleeing. They say, don't know what I mean. Rachel's helmet looks very uncomfortable. Oh, I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, my pilots. That's who. Yeah, we'll compare here in a second. So I take another javelin or a bunch of nonsense here. Well, I guess I'll take the javelin and those. Yeah, that looks like yeah, it looks like you're wearing the jetpack booster and you got the plate on your head with the boosters facing forward. I mean, Jacobs is, you know, like he's got a VCR welded to the top of it. You know, toilet seat with the VCR on it. Meanwhile, Stabjorn's got, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. Just give me something on my face. Yeah. Ooh, our Captain Chris done with training. There she is. So yeah, so her overall skills went up. I think she was a max of 31. And so basically, Cap went up there, Cap went up there, Cap went up there. Yeah, so she went up 3 levels because of the skills. So that stuff does work. And of course, it was a little pricey to send her off to mech piloting school, but otherwise, that's pretty cool. May have to do that again. Alright, so let's get some repairs done and then try to get that other quest thing going. Man, we're up... Wait, 2.9? Oh, right, because cold storage. Throw them in the icebox. I didn't mean to spend for that crap. Alright, 2.4. That's... Oh, the 2.1, so it was the 2.6. I forgot I had gotten the other one from the mission. Or maybe not. Okay, let's go get repairs done. Yeah, would not be one to wear that helmet. Alright, repairs. Alright. Star map. Alright, let's do it this time. Because apparently it's not throwing, like, it's not throwing me a bone on any of these others here. So, and I think this one did say a higher possibility of it showing up here. So, that'll kill two birds with one stone, hopefully. Alright, so let's get a new save going. A Nagasaki. For some reason, in part, I think snake. I don't know why. I don't know what the Japanese word for snake is, but for some reason that comes to mind. All right. Well, sake would be wine, so clearly that's not it. Sake. Yeah, so it's got the, well, see, I thought the border was because it's being a quest mission. But it also has the indicator on there, so yeah, so maybe it does kind of let you know. Anyway, alright, we're doing it anyway. So, Warpig saying, I like to imagine that cold storage is a mech-sized beer cooler. That would be impressive. Can you imagine? I mean, if that would be the job, the delivery job, instead of fighting stuff, you're just transporting beverages across the galaxy. Might be change the outlook on the job a little bit. Ah, we can do up to 3 missiles over here. Not that I'm going to bother, but let's get the extra coverage. And how are we doing on cash? That's 2.3, still pretty light, but that's okay. Gotta pick up any goodies I can. Yeah, giant. Not just a walk-in cooler, it's a walk-in cooler size for mechs. Duff mech and beer delivery. right out of Simpsons. Alright, so these guys can get bolstered up here, so you can come back up to a 90, bring you up to the Highlander with the sword, and then I'm obviously going to be lightweight here with the fire starter. Unfortunately, every time I throw something in the cold storage, the movie that runs through my head is Mystery Men, where the old lady's like, I said junk it.
Is Captain Vanessa Jim, the commander in charge of a combat group disguised as Merc fighters. Be careful. She's an experienced fighter, and her troops are just as lethal. There's a strong likelihood we'll find
There's
one
our
of our
target.
assets on this mission. I've marked the possible location for it on your map.
Yeah, I like these desert ones
I'm
with
not
palm
seeing
trees.
targets at this location. Make way to the next nav point. We might have more luck there.
Yeah, we'll kill them anyway.
Target, rifleman.
Ah, rifleman. That's on the list.
Excellent lucky shot.
Oh, 2 riflemen.
That had to sting.
Lucky day. That is a payout.
Target destroyed.
Shots on target. Man, this thing moves around so quick. Who on earth would want to play in a slow, clunky vehicle? Just saying.
Incoming missile.
Never mind the fact I patterned a vehicle after an Imperial Walker, which has the top speed of a snail.
Incoming missile. New target, Locust.
We're approaching the
There you go.
location of our hidden asset. It must be nearby.
It must be. Where? Oh, there it is. The
Once
yellow
you've
bug
found the
zapper.
targeted asset, move up to it, and we'll begin the recovery procedure.
Gotta go.
Always good to restock on ammo.
Every time a game says veteran or experienced fighter, I mean, it's just more firepower. That usually fixes things. Yeah, pretty much. Just keep doubling down on the attack points. Because again, it's like, if we're getting... I never thought about this, but we've referred to AI in the video game world as AI for so long, but it's not actually AI, it's still scripted. And I'm like, if we're dealing with AI in video games, that would actually suck. It's like, it'd actually be adaptive enough to keep screwing with you, and wouldn't actually be fun, you know? So up until this point of actually putting legitimate AI as an opponent, you are literally just talking about, yeah, just throw more bullets at the problem.
Well done. Jim is officially KIA.
KIA.
Exfiltration, but be sure to hurry up. I'm seeing incoming reinforcements.
Grasshopper. Get him, Highlander. What are you doing? Highlander just runs into a building. Oh, I lost half my stuff. Alright, time to go. I'm hammered. Yeah, see? That's gotta be why I was calling him Bugs Bunny. It's the high nasally voice. Yeah, see? It's like the whole gangster routine, which I can't remember. Hey, so we got, let's see if we get your name right. Oh, man. Desserts are wildly wild. Okay. It took me a second, all lowercase. So welcome. It says maximum firepower is handy answer to most problems. I 100% agree. And hello, how goes the MechWarrior? It's going pretty good. This is our second season, and just trying to pace things so we get the new quest. We have not done Kerensky yet, and looking forward to Urban Reigns coming out next week. Yeah, no worries. You don't have to apologize. It is a mouthful, though, as are most desserts. So, the Warpace is saying we were talking about AI, so most likely wouldn't be a victim of power creep. Actually, well implemented AI would be cool, though. Yeah, I mean, in a sense, it would be like fighting a human being to a sense if they had caps on it, though. But there's part of the challenge of, like, how do you cap it in such a way so that, I don't know, because, I mean, given these language learning models, they're going to be, you know, connected to something, and then they can completely just keep running algorithms around you. They're running circles around you the whole time, so I don't know. All right, can't afford any of that. We're not really in the market for medium 2 lasers anymore, but... man, taking all junk home this time. It's alright, we can just sell it once we get the new updates. Alright. Yeah, surprisingly, I lost a couple machine guns on that one. So desserts, are you playing this as well? Are you, working on console or PC? So check that out. Rifleman's done. And... like the one we just picked up, I think, last episode, because we got to keep working on the job board for treasure hunting. So how much is this going to get us? There it is. LB-10X, autocannon, solid slug. So they've been given a level 5 out this time, and 5.6 mil. So Mech Hunter, almost a 9. So what do we do this one for? Oh, just because of random we needed it. There we go. So Treasure Hunter, excellent. Now up to 7, so we're getting there. Need to pick up another one of those soon. There's Refined Armor. That's the one I wanted for the Firestarter. Oh, cool. So you're also playing on PS5. Well, fist bump for that, because I know the PC Master Race always wants to give us console players a hard time. I mean, I am loosely envious of mods and stuff, and I know that there's been some quality of life things that they've done, but unless I'm doing modding myself, I'm okay with the vanilla experience. And honestly... I have noticed significant differences, at least in the PS5 over the playing on the PS4, so thankfully that they're keeping this thing going and still tweaking things. So at least it puts us a little bit closer. Alright, cool. Alright, so this is going to be a multi-part here, and I got 40 minutes before we crash again here. So the enemy of my enemy part 2, so we'll accept it. Let's see if we can find a cantina, do some repairs here. So that one's no longer showing, so... I mean, it's probably going to be the same stuff. This one we already went to, but obviously there's a cantina right there. Let's try this one real quick, just for hero mech exploration. So, Desserts, have you also already done the Kerensky DLC and all that kind of stuff? Because that's one of the ones I'm looking forward to checking out, all the clan mech kind of things going on. So man, we still need one more quick draw. Still sitting on those LRMs. Collect a Black Knight. I don't even have any Black Knights. We barely even run into Black Knights yet. But you know what? We do need another one of these. So we'll take that, and we'll leave the other two. Let's get our, oh, did we? So we didn't take any mechs on that last one. Alright, so there's our repairs, and... Oh, here we go. There's a hero mech. What do we get? What do we get? I can't remember. Did we purchase the Bacon Vulcan? I don't remember. The Urban Mech. Yes. The Big City Blues Urban Mech. Top speed of snail times 2. With 360-degree rotation. What's this thing? The Public Works Department? At least it's only 2. I mean, it's going to go in the collection, but at least I'm not spending much on something I will not use. I mean, the other thing having 9 slots, I have no idea why I'd want this. Other than that, the Urban, which is like really fast, or got the upgrades from the Solaris Showdown, wouldn't touch it. I mean, that and an Annihilator can trip over each other in a foot race. Alright, well, there's one more off the list. I don't think there's a whole lot to check in these parts. Oh, I didn't even check to see what we got on the LB-10X. Should run out with a Victor some more. Go punch some holes in some mech domes. So, extended range lasers. We got 6 level 5s. That might have been in the last batch. We got 2 Gausses. Only 1 of those. So I think they did give us 1. No, we had a solid slug last time. We got 4 solid slugs. We got 1 4, 3 3s. Not enough for a backup yet, but got starting to get there. Starting to get the compilation going. So Dessert saying, yeah, you've already done the Kerensky. Cool. It's a lot of fun. Plus, once you get a clan mech or 2, yeah, that's I'm looking forward to swapping those out. And then the egg me? Sorry, I mean Urban. Are you saying it's like asking for getting egged in the face? Yeah, it does. I mean, the one thing, as far as I know, though, it's like the only one that's got full 360 rotation, but it's like the Rent-A-Cop version of a mech, So it's all none of the authority, only got the uniform and the badge essentially. So that's why you see those in some of the missions. Okay, I want to go do this other side quest, but at the same time, I'd prefer to try to get the mainline quest done here first before we lose connection. Oh, you're calling it the egg mech. Okay. Yeah, okay, I do see the resemblance now that you mentioned that. Yes, lava planet. I want to see a blue lava planet. That'd be awesome. Callaway Marshall College. Ooh, we got lots of eligibility here. Look, check this out. We can spend 1.2, 2,000. Send Crisp to college for another 3 years. Send some of these guys off because they're not doing anything anyway, but that's still pretty pricey. That's not as high though, so I mean that's only for a year. It's a lot cheaper, but huge XP gain. That's like 5 XP gain. Trait chances of 3. You know what? Actually, I'll do that for Crisp. That's gonna be costly, but she's got the fun voice, so okay. Just hope the school doesn't get blown up. Okay, contracts, part 2, defense. Okay, let's say maybe we'll take the Victor out or something, or actually, maybe we'll take the Mauler out for a change. Let's see first. on the way. 3404. BA, up, down, BA, left, right, BA, start. Okay. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Also, since I don't have a screen, but Dessert, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. I'm not as good at all the streaming paraphernalia as the other people that do it more actively. So, also, favorite mech got added with Shadow Kerensky. Oh, no kidding. Do tell me which one, because you know, my experience was with Mech Assault, and I liked some of them there, and I think some of those are actually going to be in there. Oh, but you don't want to do spoiler. Okay. I mean, so is it, in other words, is it one that they didn't announce for the content? More pics. Oh no, lava plant. Make sure to have the high ground. Yes. Yeah. I need the lightsaber. I need one of these katanas with a mech, and then just stand at the hillside, chop them down as they run up. Oh, that'd be fantastic. All right, the enemy of my enemy again. Part D. Yeah, we'll go for coverage. Salvage. Yeah, you're not picking much up. Yeah. I gotta make sure I get enough cash out of these after the amount of fuel I'm burning too, though. Yeah, let's. There we go. 2.715. Okay. Yeah, we're still at break-even point. We're at 161 mil still. All right, I can't do much else. 90, 80, 80. Oh, you know, I was gonna take the Mauler though. Gotta get a little variety going here tonight. There's the green and gold. The Mauler. What's missing? I don't know. We'll bring you back down to your Joker catfish catapult here. Where's the catapult? There it is. Alright, so 10 points over. You can have the grasshopper. Ah, very good grasshopper. There we go. We're 1 point over, 10 under. Whatever. Math. So, they announced it, just wasn't sure if you read through that because some people want to be surprised. I don't know the lore, and I'm not attached to the story enough. So, I don't know if it would really matter. I mean, So, I mean, if it's something from past games, I mean, I'd probably be excited, but if it's really attached to the story or a main key character, it probably wouldn't move the needle just because I wouldn't know. And I totally went backwards here. Let's go the other way. Now I'm moving like a tank. I'm trying to think, the most significant ones I remember from like Mech Assault were, we had Thor, you had the Timberwolf, the Mad Cat. Some of the smaller ones didn't seem as big of a deal, but I'm trying to remember that there was obviously the Atlas was in there. There's one other one that had the Alpha Strike passive. I don't remember what it was. Actually, it's interesting they haven't put the Alpha Strike in here.
Greetings, Commander. Glad you could make
it's the best machine gunner in the game. The
Adder.
Adder. Oh yes, the Puma. That's the one I was just couldn't think of. The Adder as well. Okay. So like, how many machine gun hard points, or how many ballistic hard points does the thing have? Because right now, I mean, like, you'd have to put like 8 to beat the this Firestarter X1 they got in here, unless there's something else they got to modify it. Look at those things trampled trees out here. Missiles. There's a little autocorrect for you. It's about to pop. So it's a light make that fits 8 machines. So really? So they did put 8 hard points on there? Okay, well no, that's fine. I'm not worried about details. That'd be something to look forward to. I'll have to keep an eye open for that because I have spent like months or multiple episodes trying to get the X1 on this playthrough because I had it the last one. It's been my favorite in terms of machine gunning. I mean, the only others that have been close, like been the Mauler here with 6 hard. I think this one's got, yeah, 6 hard points. And then the hero Blackjack also has 6. Let me quit running into stuff. Ah, this dude's making a problem. Alright, we have 17 here. The Nova. I know Nova. That's Nova right there, but that's obviously wrong franchise. I'm trying to remember if that was in the Xbox ones. I mean, it sounds familiar, but I'm in trouble picturing it if it was. Yeah, we gotta put Captain Chris back here. Bugs Bunny has already warned me out after about 2 missions. Oh no, not the plants!
More hostiles inbound on your position. Get ready for some company.
So you're saying might have been cleansed? Yeah, I wouldn't know. Bugs Bunny doesn't do that, yeah. Yeah, maybe that's why I was such a Wile E. Coyote fan. More of the dumb, silent type. Alright, this thing here might just hit the wall. No, he's here. Off goes the weasel. Oh my, there's 3 assault mechs headed in. How are we doing on time? We have 30, 31, 19 minutes to try to rush through another one here. Gotta watch the clock. Oh, of course they're on the opposite side.
New target, Blackjack.
Damage to the facilities is minor at the moment, Commander. But we cannot allow such damage to cascade. Do what you can to draw the enemies away from here.
I'm working on it.
Target, Battlemaster.
Supply depot has been leveled.
Thank you for running commentary. Headshot.
Right in the head.
Acquired. Incoming missile.
Crab, that was a king crab. Ooh. 100-tonner.
Incoming missile.
Done. What's he even doing?
Almost like you planned that shot. Nice.
Yeah, plan that one. Is this a base defense mission? Yeah, it is. I'm not doing a very good job of it.
Target destroyed.
3 more to go.
Additional tangos en route to your position, Commander.
I ain't got time to tango.
Hey, watch your aim out there.
Hey, I'm just stepping on the grass. What are you talking about? Use you for a doormat. Battlemaster. 2 Battlemasters? Twin Battlemasters? Yep. Battle Maestros.
I lost him. Right in the cockpit.
Oh, we got one more way out there. Love it. Come on out to play. Dervish? Yeah, we haven't seen any dervishes. There we go. Alright.
Good work, Commander. You've made
So they say took an adder all the way through to rep 7/8. So in other words, so there's a reputation or a kind of like a class ability attached to those clan mechs, which sounds pretty cool. Oh man, I'm looking forward to that. So I'm hoping that we should be getting the ticker for Kerensky any day now. We've only had about 2 to 3 hours worth of gameplay since we finished Solaris. I'll have to check the clock here. 2.7. 15 gets us a Phoenix Hawk. Nah. And ooh, level 4 machine gun replacement. We'll take that. And 1 point for who knows what. 2. Yeah, I did okay on damage there. Alright. Alright, we're gonna accept that, go try that right away. And then let's get repairs done first. Depending on where they're sending us. Okay. Demolition. Yeah. Don't threaten me with a good time. Alright, so we'll... This doesn't matter. Oh, hero mech. One more on the way. Oh, you're talking... Okay, you're talking Merc rep. Yeah, see, my Merc reputation's in the toilet. I've not worked on that very much. But yes, yeah, it would be cool if you mech... I like games that have the kind of the attachment with your weapon or your vehicle or all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to think when the last games we had did that. Because so many things are just like, okay, you can use the weapon, and then you broke it, or it's like it doesn't gain any skill along with you. Yes, I like, this is one of my favorite looking ones, but the Assassin to me is just not super effective. I mean, most of these, I like, it's got kind of like the jet fighter cockpit looking thing, and I like the blue color scheme on it, but yeah, this puts us in the hole for the night. Down now 6 million from where we were at started. Let's get repairs down here. Charger didn't even take any damage. Oh, the charger wasn't. Was the charger in play? I don't know. Anyway, junk it. Put it in the beer cooler. That's what it says. Man, so yeah, this thing doesn't have much on it to begin with here, so it's all low-level stuff, but huge on the jump jets, so maybe the upgrade will maybe make that a little bit more mobile or something. But anyway, it's got to go to cold storage for now, since I'm not going to use it yet. Okay, we're at 154. I've got about 20 minutes to try to beat the disconnect, and... we got part 3, so hopefully if it doesn't go into part 4, we might be get this one complete tonight. So let's actually fly to location, then I'll save. I'm gonna lose track here where I'm at here. So Warpick says money's tight in this game. Yeah, it's so tight. I've got a bankroll of 154 million. No, I'm just more of a tightwad, and I'm only spending it on hero mechs. You know, so yeah, the fact that it only took out, man, not even 10% of her income there. So Yog's, man, you're another name I can't pronounce. Yog Sagoth, or is that Zeroth? So Jet Fighter, so big Marauder fan then. Yes, actually, it's interesting that you say that. So yes, I actually like the Marauder and I like the Champion as well. The Champion looks a little bit more like they just cut a plane in half and put it on legs, though. But yeah, Yog, okay, cool. Well, Yog, good to meet you. Thanks for joining. So I take it, since you know the other names, you must also be a fellow player. Yeah, so I mean, there's certain things I like aesthetically, even if they're not as functional from a strategic standpoint. There's some things I almost never use. Yeah, you like the Champion in theory, but the arms. Yeah, I agree. There's some certain ones just either A, look impractical, or just look so weird. Useless 79 hard points. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, because it's like, hey, I got my wings here and I can't punch with them. You got like T-Rex syndrome going on. Alright. Yes, I did promise another save here, but I think we gotta delete some. Alright. So, Yager, are you playing PC, console? What, which platform of choice? Alright, 34, 05. PC, excellent. The crane-looking things for arms, yeah. Some of those. The rest of peak, yeah. Crane, yeah. Gotcha. Alright, so here we go. Let's see if I can knock this out. And then we'll see. I mean, I could keep going if everybody suffered through the disconnect, but I'm hoping it doesn't create other problems for me later. This thing's gonna get real weird. Okay, here we go. Where are contracts at? Enemy pot 3. A bunch of reading. Level the base before the America are back at each other's throats. Yes, yes, that's nice. Okay, so damage. So this is a demolition one. Yeah, we're rocking the fire starter in this. So there's not going to be much salvage. Let's maximize cash here. I mean, if they throw an enemy in there, yeah, I'm totally not gonna have like 20 to 40 points if it's anything really good for mech. So, all right, so I can switch out to the fire starter. We can bring him back up to the Cyclops. Highlander. 20 short. Why am I short still? I don't remember. I think this is. That's 90, and this is 85. 80. Do I have any? Well, they can't have my Battle Masters, so they can't have my Mauler. All right, that's it. Yeah. Speaking of which, I do have a Marauder in there. Highlander, yes, freedom. All right, here we go. So this is difficulty 70, and we'll see how this goes. We'll see if I can keep the fire starter from getting trampled. This isn't the Halo track. This is one of the other good original ones. It's so neat how they got the reflective gold on those Dragon's Gambit ones. I'm running. Charging the hill. I don't know if it's any faster. I'll go around the hill. Alright. I don't think I'm taking this in a minute and a half. Oh man, they put some defense out there. Here we go. Lightweights. We don't worry about you guys. I just run around. Yeah, this is going to be dense enough that I can't just raise the walls. Treasure? Inside the base or outside the base? Huh.
That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operation. Excellent find, Commander.
Wind farm.
Beginning recovery now.
So, Blizzard saying, site for the Battle Master. Yeah, I'm looking for new Battle Master models. So that would carry you through. Yeah, I was originally, I think my very first playthrough was like Warhammer, but I'm like, they kept falling apart. But I think the Battle Master's got to be close to one of my favorites for it functionally for the heavy to assault class. You know, I'm saying Kurt and Mechs look incredible. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm torn as far as of those between the Battle Master and the Mauler. Even more of a glass cannon. Yeah.
We appear to be about halfway there.
Yeah, there's a lot of other like ones with some powerful stuff, but so many of them don't feel as like stable. Like, or you just... Yeah, we'll take you out since you're here, stupid Jenner.
Target destroyed.
Target is done.
Just a wee bit more, Commander.
No more cable for you guys. There goes the dish. Oh, there's a Black Knight. Yeah, too bad I'm probably not taking that anyway. Another one that I really love the design on is the Hero Black Knight. Again, one that structurally not as great, but I'm partial to like the black and industrial carbon kind of look. It's got some yellow offsets, I think. Or offsets, accents, offsets. There goes my brain trying to make 2 words out of one again. Or 1 word out of 2. Regular feature around here. Oh, alright, I'm done. What am I shooting it for? Save the bullets. Alright.
One of my components just hit the ground.
Oh, pick it back up and glue it back on. I don't even think I've heard that one out of him before.
Target destroyed.
Anyway, all a day's work for a fire starter. Actually, I should double check, see if there's anything else I need to take down. We need, is there a quick draw out here by chance? Punchback. Shadowhawk. No. Charger. Anything's dead. You know what? Let's just finish them all off.
Excellent lucky shot.
Alright, still 2 more, but I guess I don't care. Do I care?
New target Shadowhawk.
Ooh, that hostile's a smoking carcass.
Here comes the Igor.
Target acquired.
It's interesting how some of the ones that aren't on the torso can't exactly get there.
New target Rifleman.
Ah, Rifleman, congratulations. Your lucky day. You're not on the list now. You're a quick draw, there'll be another story. And Rihanna with the leopard on a string.
All right. The base
All
is
right.
fully destroyed, and the dissidents are dead. Any remaining survivors?
So let me back up here a bit. So Desert saying you weren't impressed with Mauler. Yeah, I can see that. It kind of had. I've had some similar issues with the Warhammer, where like a lot of ammo explosions, scattered in function. You like specialist boat mechs. What do you do with a Curtin Mauler? Are you asking me or Desert? 6 light rifles in the chest. Oh, I've never not tried that yet. That sounds fun. And so sir, you're asking if Yogg buff the MGs. I've actually got, so I've got this thing with 8 machine guns on it and the partial ballistic damage. I think I'm still missing one of the upgrades, so I'm just doing all ballistic and then armor or structure upgrades. So yeah, we ain't getting anything out of this, but I hope we're finished with this quest line here. 3.8, no, let's take whatever's from the top down here. Yep. All junk. Well, of course, Mr. VCR Head took all the damage after all that whining he did. There we go, we're done, and we got an Orion out of the deal. La-di-da. Okay. So, of course, House Davion may have been behind the Lexington Combat Group's initial hiring. Thank you for your part in helping us prevent open war. No, we just did closed war, that's all. War in the shadows. Okay, so that, let's see. What's the plan? Alright, so we're at 3045. When, do you guys know when Kerensky kicks in? Because I'm thinking that means there's another 7 years to go, which actually means There's actually a huge gap in between this and Kerensky, unlike the others. The others were like back to back to back to back. So let's check my mechs here. So some mech checking. So we got a hero out of that mess. We'll just fly over here. I guess it's the closest. So late 3049. So still 4 years, but I mean probably about a year from last episode, maybe. Huh. Okay. So how big are light rifles slot-wise? Well, I mean, if I think lights are able to go on the same thing as machine guns, if that's what he's saying. I mean, because they all go, the rifles go light, medium, heavy, I think. All right. What am I doing? Repairs. There we go. So yeah, I've got the hero catapult, the regular grasshopper. This is another, like, one of the beastly ones is having a hunchback with 8 the medium laser hard points on it. So I have not used this Warhammer yet, but I mean it looks cool. See, this is probably the only Mauler I've really used. If there is a regular one, actually, I'm not even sure if there is. I mean, or if I've ever used a generic variety one other than the Dragon's Gambit variety. So Hero Victor. We got regular, so we got the green and gold Battlemaster, generic Battlemaster. If there's a hero one, I still haven't found it yet. This is just too Minecraft for me, so I just kept that. I'm keeping all the teal ones as well. They're not all in rotation, but anything's got a teal box, I'll try to buy those as well. Oh, whoops! This is still it. Sorry, Warpigs. I kept your egg mech in rotation here. It probably cost me some money. It's got those stubby little arms. It's good. It's going into the cold storage. All right, so he gave me a broken Orion. Yeah, it's got some little visor kicked in. Belt ballistic. All right, move to cold storage. All right, there we go. 2.6, and we're still over 1. Some other mech in here is offsetting what I had at 2.4. Oh, you know, 2.6 should be right anyway. All right, so Loader King is specialty, but not hero. Hero Quick Draw, Hero Wolverine, Hero Archer, generic Marauder. Technically, if it's generic, I should move that one out. I only use it when I need heavyweights. So, yeah, I saw. Okay, let's see where I left off here. So late 3049. So 3052 is the Battle of Tukaid happens in the invasion stalls. Okay. And light rifles are a small spot. Okay. Yeah, desert. That'd be cool. You'll have to let me know how that goes if you put light rifles on the Puma or the Adder. I'm sorry. Regular Maulers use AC2s. The Royal variant has 4 AC2s. Wow. 2 LRM-15s and extended range long arch lasers. Yeah, that's pretty beefy. Fire support, sniper mechs. Yeah, you know what's weird is I play sniping in most shooters. This is a game where I just don't do this much. It's just because it just feels like the action goes so much quicker from just in the action. You know, but that would be kind of cool. I tried, you know, playing sniper like the pulse cannons or the whatever, but it just didn't feel like the same. So my next closest thing is the LB-10X, you know, but it makes sense if you're able to still pull that off, either with like large lasers or with some of the other ballistic variations. 6 light rifles on because tonnage restrictions, but it could be fun to figure out for an 8. Yeah, yeah, that would be funny. Get your AI pilot maxed out for stats there on that one. Alright, so we took out another quest. Let me take a look at our next operation here for next time. So we got 11s, 12s, 8s, 9s. Anything else in the vanilla category? So this is the one I can't find because I don't know where they're telling us where it is. We got the campaign one we can do. That's got medium lasers on it. That's marked. I guess we'll work on the campaign next time then. because that and the job board of... Nah, I don't care. So treasure hunter, what's still outlying here? Is this ballistic? Yeah, there's my 10% ballistic damage. And then weapon heat. So yeah, basically I got the armor. I need at least one more level for that. Everything else is all 8s, minus that one. And of course the completed one. We should have put another speed boost in here. I got the greed for speed. But that's pretty much it, I think, for tonight. Because, like I said, this thing... My system's weird. Once it chokes on Twitch, it'll crash again a second time, so... Or it crashes at, like, this 1 hour interval, which is very, very bizarre. Alright, anything else to do to soak up a couple minutes here? I think so. Oh my goodness. Ah, look at this. We'll find this on the way out the door. Let's see what kind of hero mech we got here. So, the light... So, same damage per shot as Quad Gauss, but in small slots. That's... Ooh. Punchy, alright. Vindicator, not one I use very much. Actually, I don't recall seeing this one before. This looks new to me. May not have run across it last season. But then again, that's my memory from like 2+ years ago, so it's not really saying much. Alright, put that in cold storage. Some of these just have too few hard points for the weight class. Word. What the? Oh, it's right here. Losing it. So it's only got 3 lasers and an LRM 10. Speed, average. Anything at 64. I mean, at that, if you want me to be impressed by this, you better give me above 64 clicks. Otherwise, I'm kind of like, don't care. Alright, man, we got so much stuff in here. It's a good thing we're not penalized for this. Yeah, I keep forgetting the Annihilator looks very much like, its head very much like a Geth unit from Mass Effect. We got a bazillion dragons, a bazillion javelins and jenners, and more locusts you can shake a stick at. A lot of urbans. Anyway. Alright, so... Well, cool, this has been fun tonight, so thanks to everyone who's been hanging out, so... Appreciate the new follows. Good to see War Pigs again. Thank you for jumping back into the fray. And Desert, thanks for the follow as well. So I'll be on do MechWarrior every Monday, and then if you want more but old school, I've been doing Metal Marines on Super Nintendo on Thursdays. So I used to do about three nights a week, but it's been a little busy lately. So at least those are the 2 scheduled things for the time being. But yeah, if you're following, then you know when I'm on. So Yog, if you want to as well, and keep posted. I appreciate you joining. I love when you guys have like all kinds of mech knowledge and stuff, because I don't know the lore, so it saves me the time of trying to dig into it, because I never would with life things. So I always love picking up on new kind of strategy and stuff. So you're welcome to join anytime, even for any of the other stuff we're playing. Usually it varies with either sandbox strategy or turn-based roguelites, any of that kind of stuff. Just varies on what's on the schedule at the time. So, trying to think what's going on. Yeah, probably won't be anything else between now and Thursday, but greatly appreciate it. So, yep, about a minute to go before this disconnects, so I better get it now. But thank you, everybody. Have a fantastic night, and hope to see you again soon.